What's going on, everybody? 1796 boys at it again with another tier list. This time, we've been having a lot of fun doing these. This time, we're going to do jerseys. So, SEC jerseys, it's one home, one away. And yeah, that's pretty much self explanatory. We already did Tennessee coaches and Tennessee quarterbacks. So now we're doing like a general SEC type one. So I'm sure this will piss somebody off.
Bryce, I think before we start, we should address the abominations that were released, the Smoky Gray series a couple days ago. I know me and you have talked about it, but there's a racing stripe on there. There's 4 paragraphs explaining it. Your thoughts?
Listen, clip this, by the way. Listen, the new uniforms, are they the worst uniforms I've ever seen? No. Are they the best uniforms I've ever seen? Fuck no. They might have grown on me a little bit since the first day, but I still hate them. I hate the tired tracks. It looks so stupid. The sleeve, the tracks on the sleeve is what gets me. It looks horrible. And, I had a couple people yelling at me about how, it's honoring the military. It's doing all this. It's, like you said, 6 paragraphs explaining.
Hey, guess what? What's our damn nickname? We always honor the military. That's just stupid.
Listen, just because it has a good meaning doesn't mean it's a good design. Everybody, we all respect the military. Cool meaning, cool video. The release video was even cool. That doesn't mean that looks good on a jersey, though. The 2 shaded gray is atrocious.
No.
It looks just like the Titans. That Titans did the same shit and looks retarded on them, too. Using 2 different shades of gray looks tacky. It looks really, really tacky. I don't like it at all. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. It's pretty not good. All the smoky grays suck. There's not one smoky gray that doesn't suck. Last year's is the best.
Well, I think the first Nike iteration was the best of, obviously the worst is either this one or the Adidas one, but I don't know. I just wish we'd get rid of the grays for good, Because
we're going to get into that, but why mess with perfection?
Yeah, exactly. But anything that was Butch Jones' idea, I think we should retire. So,
yeah.
With that being said,
well, let's get right into it. So, like I said, let's also preface this. We're going to do our best to keep personal biases out of this because it's just about the uniform. It's not about whether we like the team or not. It's objectively looking at it. Does it look good? So, obviously we love the Tennessee one, but other than that, I think it's pretty objective, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. There's not one uniform in the SEC that I think is like an affront to humanity.
There is for me.
As far as the home and away ones, like the standard ones, but we'll get into it.
Okay, so starting off with Arkansas's road jerseys. It's the most basic thing you'll ever see. Most high school teams have more creative jerseys than this, but it's not atrocious though. You can't. It's just a white jersey with red letters and numbers and a little hog on the side. You can't objectively say it's ugly.
No.
But it's not great either. It's definitely like C tier to me.
Yeah, I'd put it in C too. It's simple. There's no risk being taken, but it's nothing special.
And then, going over to their home jersey, it's the same thing, just color inverted. The red probably does look a little cooler. I like the white hog on the red sleeve. It looks pretty cool. But again, there's no risk being taken. There's no outside of the box thinking here. And they're also not good enough to be classics.
Yeah. That's another thing with a lot of these is they're classics. And this is not one of them, just like you said.
So what do you think about their home jerseys?
I would put it in B. I think it's slightly better than the away.
I agree. So here's an interesting one. So now we've got Auburn's away and Auburn's home. So I love these. I absolutely love them. I think the blue, the navy, and the orange and the white just looks so good together. It's unique. It's the only school in the SEC that has this color combo where there's like 6 or 7 of them that have some form of red and white.
Yeah.
So Auburn they get bonus points for being different. But I don't think it's the elite of the elite. I think it's just a shade below S tier. I think both of Auburn's jerseys are comfortably A tier.
I completely agree. We're on the same page so far.
Like I think me and you usually agree on this type of stuff, but like you get bonus points in my opinion for being creative or being different.
Well, also it's a classic because they haven't changed their jerseys in 60 years. I mean,
and they don't need to.
No, it's perfect.
All right, so next you've got Alabama away. Again, it is basic as it gets. It's a white jersey with red numbers, letters, and the Nike symbol. Something about it, though, I think the font or something, or maybe just the tradition and the history of it, I definitely like it better than Arkansas's.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as tacky as Arkansas's. Like, that Arkansas away jersey looks like something that you'd find at Walmart.
Yeah.
The Alabama one looks like clean. It's like kind of like the Cowboys of college, if that makes sense. It's very basic, but it's clean.
Yeah, it's basically the same way I feel about Auburn's jerseys. They haven't changed in a million years, and they're perfect as is. The lack of their logo on the helmet and just the numbers is you know it's Alabama. So they're both A tiers for me.
You red as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Just like we said, not trying to be too cute, but also not being, the most basic thing on earth. So now we've got South Carolina. So it's kind of a love-hate. Like some people really like these, and some people think they're kind of doing too much. Especially their logo is like their logo is an abomination. It's like a giant demonic rooster. Like I don't know. I don't think it's horrible. I like their white jersey. I like it better than Arkansas's white jersey. But I don't like it as much as the others. I would probably put their roads in B if it was up to me. It's just very mediocre. It's like nobody would buy this because it looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could argue they wear the blacks at home more. I mean, I'm not locked into South Carolina football, but the two we have here, I think I would put the white in B and the garnet in C. I mean, it's just nothing special going on. It's better than what they used to wear, but
it is better, but it's still just nothing. The maroon/red teams are going to be hard because they all are very plain and boring, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So next, you see what we got here. We've got the Vols. I don't really think there's going to need to be much discussion on this. I think both of our jerseys are going in S tier. It's the only team that uses the correct shade of orange in the entire college football. Which, by the way, I wanted to know your opinion about this. I put out a tweet the other day about like who has the best orange other than Tennessee. Who would you say?
I would probably say Texas because they wear it. Actually, I think Florida's orange is pretty good, but Texas actually wears the orange, so I'd say Texas.
See, I like Oklahoma State. I think that bright orange with the black looks really good.
Yeah. Since we're being objective here, I don't know if I would put the white in S tier.
A.
Yeah, I just don't think it's as classic as the orange. I mean, it's just a white jersey.
It is just a white jersey with orange, but
I mean, it's a flip flop with a home, and the orange tops, white helmet, white pants. I mean, it's you know who's playing. There's nothing like it in college football. But yeah, would you put the white in S?
Probably not. If I'm being completely objective, probably not.
Yeah.
Like I don't think our orange jerseys. I think people do buy it because it just looks cool. I don't think people necessarily do that for the white.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing feeling, people not liking it is they don't like Tennessee, but the color objectively is cool. Like I don't think anybody would disagree.
Yeah. And I mean, I am objective because if there was a smoky gray on here, it would go straight the fuck to D.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. Like a lot of people would have D tier jerseys if we included the whole uniform package here, which
Yeah.
that would also take 2 hours. But
We're trying to be fair here, how we run things above board in 1796.
yeah.
Let's see. So now we've got little brother. So listen, as much as I think it would be hilarious to put it in D, just because I despise everything about them, it's not a D tier jersey. It's not that bad. Their white isn't that bad. The white with the gold and black's kind of cool. It's definitely better than some of the other away jerseys in the SEC, but I don't think it deserves A tier. I think their Vandy's white could go solidly in B.
Yeah. I think they both belong in B. I think because we're getting close to one here soon that basically has a similar color scheme in Missouri, and they do far worse with it. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like you see black and gold that is better. Like I think Army has really good uniforms. I think
Colorado,
Wake Forest, I think does pretty decently. But then you have some that are just god fucking awful, and Vanderbilt isn't god awful. Now their logo's god awful.
Yeah, if I think I would argue for A for them if they still had the V star.
The star logo, yeah. Their new logo, the upside down pair of pants, is not.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's spreading their legs.
It's horrible. So, but luckily
it's what they do on West End a lot of the times when they, kick the ball off. So
luckily for them, we aren't including logos in this. So
yeah.
So
I think you take the logo into account, but it's not all about the logo.
If it's on the jersey, yeah. So, like for example, the next one, Kentucky. Whoever designed their new logo, like the Wildcat logo, it looks like two birds fucking. Yeah. Whoever designed that should not have a job. It's probably the same person who designed the Titans uniforms.
Yeah, it's real bad.
It's atrocious. There was nothing wrong. So the old school, this is like blasphemy to say, but I'm just being honest. The old school Kentucky Wildcat logo, where the Wildcat's like hugging the letters and like reaching out,
Yeah, it's good. It's a good.
That's actually pretty badass. It's like very vintage and cool. This is atrocious. It's as generic as it gets with an ugly ass logo on the sleeve.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an overused joke, but it literally looks like Kroger had a football team.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think if they would just take the logo off the sleeve, I think they would both be B because I do like the simplicity and the colors are cool. But when you put that logo on there, I think they're both in C tier. I mean, yeah.
It's not the worst of the worst, but it is not good.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Here's one that is good. Two that are good. The LSU whites are so classic. You can't really call it an away jersey, though, because they wear it at home a lot.
Yeah, that's basically the only jersey they wear. So
yeah, it's pretty much they never wear gold and they wear purple like 3 times a year. Honestly, though, I think this might be S tier.
The white is S tier, 100%.
Okay, good. I thought I was being a little generous there.
But the purple, I don't. The white is just so classic. Again, you know who's playing whenever you see it. Don't even have to look at the score bug. The purple though, you like, is this Northwestern? If you're just passing by the TV, but I would put the purples in B. I don't think they're that good.
I 100% agree. I don't think it's anything special. I think purple's hard to pull off.
Yeah,
I don't think very many people do. I think the Baltimore Ravens do purple the best, and a lot of other people do it horribly. Yeah. I don't think this is horrible, but it's just generic. That white LSU jersey is synonymous with college football.
Yeah,
I mean 100%. when you see this, you think of Death Valley and you think of Saturday night under the lights.
Mm-hmm.
They deserve S tier. Tell you who's not getting S tier. I think I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think both of these deserve D tier. I think these are absolutely atrocious. I think I think it's absolutely horrendous. The yellow, especially the white, is borderline passable. Like when they wear the black pants, it's not too bad. Um, but the yellow with the black pants is so fucking ugly. And couple it with the fact that they have the worst logo in the SEC by a mile. I think Vanderbilt's upside down pants might be better.
Do they still use that big tiger on the helmet, or they mainly use the block M now?
No, they still use the tiger, and it's the worst logo.
It's terrible.
It looks like they should be called. It looks like they should be called the SaberCats or something, and they should be like a CFL team. Like it's so ugly.
No, Missouri has never done anything special with their jerseys. I think the Chase Gilbert era jerseys are all right, but these are real bad. Real bad.
And like we said, we are factoring in tradition a little bit, and they have zero of that. So
yeah,
no tradition, nothing memorable, and it's ugly as hell. Yeah, it's.
Did I say Chase Gilbert instead of Chase Daniels?
Yeah, you did, but I knew what you meant.
Yeah, Chase Daniels.
So then you have probably my second least favorite, which is Mississippi State, and it's horrible. We talked about the amalgamation of red and maroonish floating around the SEC.
Yeah,
Mississippi State does it the worst. It's the most bland, it's the most bland, forgettable jerseys you've ever seen. Now, I do think they've gotten a little bit better recently. Like, for example, on the helmets, how they just have the script state now, as opposed to the big block M with state written on. Like, it just was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Their jerseys you can tell that Mississippi State is like the poorest school in the SEC because their uniforms, if they were wearing this in 1982, you would not think twice.
I mean, it's just, I would put the whites in C, and I would put the home in D. I just don't. It's just not fun to look at. It's just
boring.
Yeah, it's not a good enough color to be that, playing with it. Like
if you look at that picture, if you look at the home jersey picture that I put on there, and you didn't have the helmet there, even with it, you would not. It could be one of 38 schools.
Yeah,
like Missouri State, who is moving into the FBS for the first time this year.
Yeah,
it could easily be them.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not great. We're going now to, we'll see if you agree with me here. I think we have another double dose of S's. Now, I was being a little generous. I did not put the Navy. I chose powder blue because it's objectively better.
That's what they wear the most now, too.
Yeah, they only wear the Navy like two times a year, like 2 home games a year. I think they wear Navy. This is so much better. Embracing the powder blue was the best decision ever. The Navy and the red was very generic.
Yeah, I think the white's all right. I think the powder blue is S. I mean, the white is just. I mean, they're basically doing what LSU is doing. So I would put the powders in S and the whites in A, if it were up to me.
I'll go with that. I just and a little bit of bias here because it just reminds me of the Oilers, and it's the closest thing we got.
It's a cool color scheme.
So now, so far, I don't think anybody will disagree, really. I mean, the 3 S tiers, I don't think those are even debatable. I think any SEC fan would have these 3 in S tier.
Yeah.
So now we'll go to the newbies, Oklahoma. And again, it's very generic red and white jerseys, but something about just Sooners, something about it, it's tradition. It's another one of those programs that you just, like if you don't even watch college football, you would recognize the Sooners,
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm not gonna go any lower than B.
I would. If I'm arguing for the whatever. I don't even know what they call their color. I guess crimson, but I would argue for the home ones to be an S. I think they're really good.
Really?
Yeah.
What about white?
The whites are just plain an A for me, but the home ones are. It's college football. It's the same way I feel about LSU. You know, a few years ago they were wearing that modernized version of their jerseys with the horrible looking collar and too much going on. I mean, they should never wear those ever.
I won't fight you on that because it's classic.
Yeah.
All right, go figure, another maroon boring ass jersey.
Yeah. There's too much maroon in the SEC.
Again, I mean, this is better than Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's probably better than South Carolina.
Yeah.
I think it probably is. Yeah, I think it's solidly B.
I would agree. I would put both of them in B. I mean, there's not much going on, but again, it's what they've worn for 60 years. I mean, it's somebody you know.
There's not much you really can do to make it better. I mean, they're not going to like change their colors, but there's not much to make it stand out either.
No, the logo's cool. There's not much to do with them, like you said, and I think they execute it well.
They have the worst dog in the SEC, though.
Yeah, last season, I don't even know what they call it, but
ugly little shit.
Yeah, it's. I remember there was one time the cheerleader did a freaking Secret Service move when there was a play going towards the dog. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so Texas, we might disagree here. I don't like burnt orange at all.
I mean, we disagree.
I don't like it at all. I think it's really ugly. Like, I would never, sports aside, I would never buy clothing this color.
No.
It's just not very flattering. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't like it at all. But what I will say about it is, again, it's synonymous with college football. It's legendary.
I think one is more synonymous than the other.
It just looks like, I'm assuming you like the white better.
Yeah, I forget the tight whites is what people say when they mention that jersey, and everybody knows what you're talking about. And it's objectively better than the burnt orange tops. I think the whites belong in S, and the burnt probably would belong in B for me. I mean, I just don't think the color is that great. But the whites, burnt orange works a lot better as an accent than a main color.
Yeah, agreed. I let you overrule last time. I'm gonna overrule you and put this in C.
Okay.
Just because I hate it so much.
Okay.
It doesn't look you're definitely right though. It doesn't look that bad if it's just accented, but to make a whole jersey that is just ugh.
And the Longhorn logo is objectively one of the best in college football too. So
it kind of looks like the female reproductive system.
I mean,
But yeah.
It's college football.
It's like the Cowboys, It's just plain, but it's good. Okay. Florida Gators. So, again, I think we got some good jerseys here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pull the trigger on S for either, but I think they're both A at the very least.
I'll pull the trigger on S for the blue one. I think they do too much different stuff on the road with their helmets and pants now with the white jersey, but they normally wear blue pants, blue shirt, white pants, orange helmet at home, and that's one of the best looks in college football. As much as I hate Florida, that's a classic look. And the script Gators is awesome. It's the blue's an S for me, and then the white I would put an A just like you did.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it does look really good. Like that shade of blue with that shade of orange looks really good.
Yeah.
And it's synonymous. I mean, everybody, I really do think if you asked 100 random people what color the Florida Gators are, they would know.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
And that's important. I mean, regardless of what we think. And their logo is badass. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It's a legendary logo. Which, by the way, that's what we're doing next week. We're doing logos.
All right.
because I have some hot takes.
The Gator logo is cool, but I think they made a good decision when they put the script on the helmets instead of the Gator. Whenever they made their plain, this is what we normally wear jerseys. I think that the script is better than the Gator on the helmet.
Yeah, probably. All right. Well, we get to round it off with Georgia. So here's my thing. Here's my thing about Georgia. Nobody's denying the greatness that they've achieved in the last decade, right?
That's not the Georgia State Penitentiary.
I know. I should have done it. I should have done like the striped prison outfits. This is but what I'm saying though is like nobody's denying how great they've been. Like it's gonna sound like sour grapes, but I feel like nothing about them is really like legendary. Like, for example, Sanford Stadium, I think is extremely overrated. I don't remember some national sports guy recently said that Sanford Stadium feels like an NFL stadium.
Yeah.
And like what he meant by that was like, it's not the atmosphere of a college. It's more of like a business atmosphere. It's not like as rowdy as some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like their stadium is so plain. Their jerseys are so plain. I don't think that this is on the same tier. And it might be just recency bias because like most of their success has been recent. But I don't think you see this as like a classic college football jersey.
I would put both of them in A. I think they're similar to Alabama. It's just it doesn't rise to the level of the jerseys in S, but I think it's on par with the Alabama and Auburn jerseys. I think they've worn them forever. It's a classic. I think it's a classic look, but I don't think it's as good as the ones in S.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I don't know, something about it. I like the white better.
Yeah, if I was really, analyzing it and breaking it down, I would put the white in A and then the red in B. But
that's what I'm gonna do because I like the white better. To me, it doesn't have the sex appeal of the Bama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but something about that just.
It's because when we saw those jerseys, we shit our pants for 15 years. That's what it is.
I guess something about it. It's just like a respect factor. I guess I don't know, but Georgia just doesn't really do it for me as much. I don't think there's any denying these though.
No,
I think the only one that I think people might have a problem with is Oklahoma, and I think that's just because they're new to the SEC, but they're not like, but they're just almost as big a brand as Texas.
Yeah, Oklahoma's been more successful in the 21st century than Texas, so
right.
It's I think again, it's just the S is when you turn on the TV, you know who's playing before you even look at the scorebook. Like it's classic jerseys.
So just for fun, off the top of your head, I didn't let you pregame this. Off the top of your head, can you think of anybody outside the SEC that you would put in S tier?
Notre Dame.
The blue?
Yeah.
That was one of mine.
USC. Just again, just classic uniforms.
Honestly, USC's white is my favorite.
Yeah, I think they're both really, really good. I like what Clemson's been doing. I like theirs. It's very similar to what Tennessee does. Florida State. I like Florida State before
States are awesome.
Before 2010, the Jameis era when they put that silly ass collar on it, it was really good. Now I'd probably put them in A tier, but there's a lot of good jerseys.
Miami, I like Miami.
Yeah, and that's we might as well talk about it. With us most likely going to Adidas, that's what I want our jerseys to look like. That simple and that clean.
Did you see Arizona released theirs today? Arizona State.
Arizona State has always had good jerseys too.
Well, they're Adidas, and they just released theirs today, and they look phenomenal. I don't know if you can put that on the screen maybe, but they look really good. Yeah, that's a whole topic for another day. But there's plenty of good Adidas jerseys. One more that I always shout out is Tulane. I think Tulane's powder blues are incredible. They might be just as good as Ole Miss's.
Yeah.
I just think Tulane is so cool because there's no other school that uses powder blue and like dark green.
Yeah, it's a very unique color scheme. Another classic jersey for me is Ohio State and Michigan too. I think that those are both awesome. So
Who's a team that you okay? Let's go the other way. Who's a popular team? Like you don't say like Miami, Ohio, or something. Like
yeah,
who's a popular team that you think has horrendous jerseys?
oh, I don't like Boise State's jerseys. I think they're a powerhouse enough for me to say they're popular. I mean, they made the playoff. Uh, I think they do too much. I don't like. I've never been the Oregon fan of their jerseys as much as everybody else has been. I think they do too much. Um, Another jersey that I would put in the really good ones is TCU. That's about the only school that executes purple pretty good. So, but I don't know. What do you have one that you just don't like that's pretty popular in like a big time college football brand?
Oregon.
Yeah,
I think Oregon's overrated.
I mean you can't have a classic look when you change the jerseys every 2 years. I mean, it's just
Well, I mean, every 2 years. I mean, they wear like a different combination almost every week. It's a little tiring. I think you'll know what I'm talking about. The tie dye, not tie dye, but like the paint splatter ones, like where they're like white with like the black splatter on them.
terrible.
Those are so bad. But I love Oregon. I love Oregon fans, and I love Dan Lanning. He's a beast.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the Oregon jerseys are good, but I don't think they rise to the level of these classic looks. I mean, it's Nike's playground. It's Phil Knight's guinea pig for whatever the hell he wants to do, basically. I mean, and they have the most cutting edge technology up there, uniforms wise, and But I liked what they wore when they had Dennis Dixon more than what they wear now. And I know that's a horrible take for most people, but I love those. The
What's yeah the Mighty Ducks ones I even kind of like.
Yeah, I mean they even tried to look like a duck one time with orange socks and cleats. Like, come on, we're getting a little crazy now.
I think another D tier uniform outside the SEC is Michigan State when they have the
neon green garbage on it.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
In the state that's like
state
letters.
It's a neon green letters on dark green jerseys. It's horrible.
Yeah. Another thing I hate about jerseys, and I know we put Oklahoma in S tier, but they're about the only ones who do it all right, and Texas. But the jerseys speak for itself. You shouldn't have to like put a name tag on it, like because like Mizzou D tier, Arkansas, Carolina, Vanderbilt only got B, and I might have put them in A if they didn't have that and they didn't have the spread open legs. A&M, like you shouldn't have to label your jersey. That makes you look like a Mountain West team.
Well, see,
and that's
Red
another
schools,
reason I hate the Smoky Grays of the last 2 years.
The Red schools have to do it because there's no other way to tell the freaking difference. Yeah. And the Sooners, I give them a pass just because Sooners is like it's not the name of a state or a city.
Yeah.
It's a mascot name, which is cooler. I don't know. I don't know. I just like it better. That Mizzou jersey is really bad.
It's not good. That's just the mark of we don't have enough money and nobody recognizes our jersey, so we're going to put our name on it. And it's like I said, it's why I hate the Smoky Grays. You shouldn't have to put it across your chest. It looks stupid.
I mean, I think I would like the Smoky Grays better if we had bad uniforms.
Yeah, but we don't. We have the one of the like top 5 jersey, combos in the country whenever we are wearing our home jerseys. And we wear the Smoky Grays at home. It takes away from that. We wear the blacks. So the blacks are way infinitely more better than the Grays because all they do is change the colors. They don't mess with the template of the jersey. But
the blacks are good.
Yeah. The blacks for me would probably be an A tier. But
yeah,
because they don't have to explain the jersey. They just flip the colors. Like it looks fine. But yeah, it just pisses me off. We take away from wearing what we have in S tier because it's beautiful, and we should wear that as much as possible.
Agreed. All right, go Vols, buddy.
Go Vols.